Hello everybody, this is Justin from KQS, and we had a pretty interesting E3 this year. Not as great as last year, but now after announcing the current gen consoles this year, we got to focus a lot on the games and CG trailers. So without further ado, these are my E3 impressions. What was supposed to be a strong start was kinda boring. They showed off Advanced Warfare, and I really wasn't impressed with it. The main gun reminded me of the Halo 2 battle rifle, and they did show off the cool grenades, but I don't know, maybe it was just the boring dark level that just didn't excite me. Then they showed off footage of Forza Horizon 2, which looks very beautiful on the Expo. And woo, 200 plus cars. Let's hope that they're not all microtransactions. Assassin's Creed Unity was next, showing off a very cool demo with the 4-player co-op. It looks really interactive, and it's really going to be a blast to kill people with friends. Then they showed off Fable Legends, and at first it looked pretty good, but kinda stepping back, it kinda looked like an average tower defense game. Then they showed off the crazy Dead Rising 3 DLC, and man, that trailer was too funny. Seeing all the crazy characters, especially from Capcom franchises that no one recognizes, like Regina from Dino Crisis and even some baby Bonnie Hood action. Next was something we totally knew about, the Master Chief Collection, and yeah, at first I really didn't want to go through this again, but I won't lie, all the Halo games with full multiplayer, dedicated servers, 1080p 60 frames per second, and all maps unlocked gives me a great opportunity to make my old Halo 3 Forge maps and share them again with everybody. So this collection is kind of an insta-buy. And we got to look at a Halo 5 CG trailer. And if you get the game, you get to watch the Halo TV show on Xbox for free. Then they showed off Project Spark, a literal game maker. You can make an entire game with the tools they give you. I have kind of messed around with it, and it is pretty fun. Though it's gonna take a little while to make something out of that. Then all of a sudden, I saw someone I haven't seen in years. Conquer? Is that a new game? Oh, you're in Project Spark. Thanks. And personally, I really don't know how to feel about that. I don't know if to be pissed off or just slightly hopeful. Then we have funnel cakes from the Tomb Raider. Oh, okay, it's basically a new Tomb Raider game with literally the dumbest title ever. The Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's kind of a don't facepalm too much title. Then they showed off some indie games and they all looked pretty fun, bunch of Kickstarter games. Though it kind of made me sad. They did show off Mighty No. 9, but they barely showed anything of Hyper Light Drifter. And that's going to be an extremely amazing game. And afterwards they showed off Phantom Dust. And sadly, I never played or even heard of Phantom Dust, but if it's a remake of a classic game, I'm definitely going to give it a try. Then they showed off The Division, and I must say it looks pretty cool. Kind of like an MMO shooter. I'm not sure how much I would really play this game, as I already have a lot on my plate, but the idea is actually pretty fun. Okay, I'm a huge Platinum Games fanboy, and when I heard that there's an exclusive Platinum X-Bone game, I kinda went crazy. Scalebound, huh? The name sounds kinda goofy, but since it's Platinum, it is kind of an insta-buy. The last thing they showed was Crackdown, and I never really played the original games, but having an open world game with superpowers is always fun. So, how did I think Microsoft did? It was a pretty solid show. There was a decent amount of games. Basically, I'm going to get Halo, the Master Chief Collection, Phantom Dust, some indie games. I already bought the Dead Rising 3 DLC, and the new Platinum game. But other than that, that's kind of a small list compared to the others. So Sony started it off with their shooter, Destiny. And I must say, even though it was a trailer, I actually had a much better time watching a nice, colorful trailer of good gameplay, pretty much Halo, as opposed to COD's 9-minute gameplay footage in a really dark, kind of boring area. And after the trailer, they had more to talk on Destiny. You get to try the alpha, the beta, and they're bringing out a brand new white PS4 with Destiny included. And I won't lie, Sony knows what games to include with their systems. Infamous is getting its own standalone DLC, like the last Infamous game. And if you have tried and played Infamous and really enjoy it, you'll probably enjoy the DLC. Then all of a sudden, BAM! Little Big Planet 3. They showed off the 3 new characters, and they actually play very differently. Even though the demo didn't go as smoothly as they hoped, I still am a big fan of LBP, and I'm probably going to pick this one up. Then they showed off Entwine, and man, it just looks beautiful, just a beautiful piece of artwork. Then Project Beast, aka Bloodborne, showed off its new trailer. It's pretty much a new Souls game exclusively on the PS4, and that's very exciting. Then they showed off Far Cry 4, and it's got co-op, and I mean, it's standard since Far Cry 3. But the really cool thing I like about it is that the PS4 version will be able to play co-op, even if your friends don't have a copy of the game. I have no clue how they're going to do that, but I really like that idea. Next part was kind of, Apparently before E3, kind of Sony wanted you to send in letters about your favorite game moment. I don't know. And it kind of reached scumbag levels. All that hype was for promoting Tim Schafer's bringing back Grim Fandango. And yeah, it's an awesome announcement, but man, it's kind of a stupid way of doing it. Then they showed off the Dead Island 2 trailer, and it's really funny and silly, but it's personally, it's kind of weird to watch. Just because, like, the very first announcement trailer for Dead Island, the very first one, was really brutal and intense. And yeah, they're pretty fun games, but I kind of like the Borderlands series better. Yeah! Disney Infinity 2! Fuck off. Hey, check it out. It's a LARPer. This is actually a good, funny trailer. I don't know much about Magicka, but the live-action trailer really got my attention. And I think that was because it was a nice break between all those CG trailers. So next we moved on to the indies, and PS4 is really the place for indies. And a new partnership with Devolver is a great move. I don't know too much about Devolver, but I am really looking forward to Broforce. And next, they showed off the new Suda51 game, and pretty much like Platinum, I'm kind of a Suda51 fanboy, and it really always excites me to see what he's doing. Afterwards, they showed off No Man's Sky, and just damn, it looks incredible. The amazing thing I liked about it is that each person will not have the same experience. Each planet is different, and literally just watching the ship fly away to outer space and just exploring, it looks like a lot of fun. It is literally easily kind of my best of E3. It's beautiful, it's different, fresh and new, and it's something I'm really excited for. Okay, we had our fun, and now it's time for the boring stuff. Numbers, how many times people have accidentally hit the share button instead of where the select button is. Seriously, dude, stop moving your hands so damn much. The PlayStation Now beta is coming July 31st, and the PS Vita TV, now rebranded as the PlayStation TV. A very good idea. Like, sorry, but the Vita name just really doesn't sell. But for $100, it lets me do Vita reviews without using my camcorder and having things get all awkward and stuff. Yeah. And now, back to the boring stuff. Last of Us Remastered. Nah. Heroes. I mean, Powers TV show, blah, 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 blah. A Ratchet and Clank movie. Okay, that's got my attention. Oh yeah, Metal Gear. It's actually pretty cool because Kojima did the trailer himself, and man does he like knives. Of course, because it is a Metal Gear game, I am gonna instantly buy that. And just, oh, it looks beautiful, looks really dark, and if it's anything gameplay-wise to Ground Zeroes, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Next, they showed off Arkham Knight, and yeah, it's pretty much the same Arkham game. They'll probably have new stuff. You got the Batmobile, but it was really nice to hear Kevin Conroy's voice again. The true Batman. GTA 5 on PS4, finally. And Xbox One and PC as well. I'm actually kind of curious to see how long it's going to take to see Iron Man in the GTA PC version. And how do you end Sony's conference? With Uncharted 4, of course. And I'm not sure if that's the real thing because we've seen nothing but CG trailers, but if that is in-game engine, it looks amazing. So Sony did a pretty good job, I'd say on the same level of Microsoft's, but Sony has a lot more stuff that I'm looking forward to buy. LBP, No Man's Sky looks incredible, Metal Gear, of course, Let It Die, Suda's new exclusive PS4 game. PlayStation Now is going to be pretty cool. I'm not sure how the pricing is going to be. The Vita TV, and better indies. If they didn't talk numbers and had less corporate scumbag guy moving his hands so damn much, they would have had a lot stronger show. With day one over, we only had to wait to see what Nintendo had in store. And wow, they had a lot to show off. It just started out great. It wasn't really, it wasn't a press conference on a stage. It was just a little video Nintendo Direct, but a whole lot more fun. They actually opened up with a very unexpected surprise. They got the Robot Chicken guys to make a few skits, and they were pretty funny. And this is actually a side of Nintendo that I've never really seen. Nintendo actually listening and acknowledging their fans. They even had the Luigi death stare. After the little funny Robot Chicken bit, they showed off probably one of the coolest GIF-worthy trailers ever. It basically started out as Iwata and the Reginator battling it out, and all of a sudden, after their yeah slow motion smiles, we got to see the Mii Fighter in action. And it's really awesome. It's not just one character, it's 3 types to choose from with a bunch of custom movesets to even further make it your own character. So yeah, pretty much Hitler is confirmed for Smash, and oh my god, the celebrity cameos were just hilarious. Ice-T pours it on! And guess what? The 3DS version is coming out soon! October 3rd. Not summer at all. Then right after they showed off their Skylander-esque amiibo figures. Dumb name, I admit. But usually I hate kind of the Skylander, Disney Infinity kind of aspect of it, but I really like the idea for Smash. So pretty much say you buy a Mario figure, you can use it with a wide variety of all the new Nintendo games. In Smash, your figure is a AI opponent which can level up over time and become stronger. I will be picking up a few, especially if you can use it with Mario Kart 8. Next, they showed off Yarn Yoshi, or Yoshi's Woolly World. I love Yoshi's Island, but the art style just looks so happy and fun and cute. Overwhelmingly cute. So Mr. Aonuma jumped on to talk about the new Zelda. At first I thought they were just showing background kind of concept art. But after a while I kind of put two and two together, and that's the new engine of Legend of Zelda. The cell shading, the colors, the new look for Link, and he looks pretty cool. And yeah, we're gonna have to wait another year, but it's totally gonna be worth it. So afterwards, they show off a little kid going through a cave, and oh, it's a new Pokemon game. Well, it's the remake of Hoenn. The region that got me to stop playing Pokemon. Though I admit I really want this, and I kind of want to find out what I've been missing. Oh yeah, Bayonetta 2. I pretty much pre-ordered this game as soon as it was announced. And after seeing a release date, I do not regret it at all. And after I thought the trailer was over, they had something else in store. Bayo 1 with Nintendo costumes included. And now, more Zelda. Well, Hyrule Warriors more specifically. I think, as you guys know, I already like the Dynasty Warriors series, and adding the Zelda universe is something I'm very excited about. Not because, I've always wanted to play Link and just go nuts using crazy Musou attacks, taking out multiple enemies at the same time, but this is going to be a game that's really going to, well, I at least hope that will bring in a lot of new Dynasty Warriors fans. Afterwards, they showed off the new Kirby game, Rainbow Curse, the sequel to the very fun DS game Canvas Curse, and I am very excited to play it on my Wii U. Next, they showed off Xenoblade Chronicles X, and it kind of reminds me of Gundam, and that's a very good thing. So this was pretty much leaked before E3, but Mario Maker is coming to the Wii U, and it's a very cool level maker that has kind of the Mario Paint interface with the cool little dog in the corner. And you can actually get really creative and make some very fun levels for people to play, or you can just be a dick about it. Either way, I'm pretty much going to be grabbing this and sharing my levels with you guys. Next, they showed off their new IP, Splatoon. It's a third-person multiplayer shooter, but remember, this is Nintendo. No killing anyone, well, indirectly. Splatoon's objective is basically using an ink gun and painting the entire level, and whoever has the highest percentage at the end of the round wins. It does look pretty cool because you're half squid and you're faster in your squid form swimming through the ink, and you can actually use your gun to shoot, basically create paths. So there is a little bit of strategy to it. It's done by the very young Nintendo team that I'm not even sure what they've worked on, but it does look pretty interesting and fun to say the least. And that's the end of the show, and before we go, more Smash character announcements! Woo! Palutena is officially announced. Oh, hey Miyamoto, what you working on? Is that Star Fox? Why is it blurred out? Oh, you're gonna talk about it later. Okay, that was leaked too, so get hyped for Star Fox on the Wii U. Personally, I think Nintendo did the best of all three. Not to say I'm not looking forward to any games on the other systems, but to be perfectly honest, pretty much all of Nintendo's games they announced I am really excited for, and pretty much at the moment they have my wallet held hostage. Okay, that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Just subscribe for more reviews and randomness. Again, this is Justin from KQS, and until we meet again, comrades.